How do you measure strength? This one is for people who are either thinking of competing in a strength sport or who have already started the process of training for a competition. The way I see it, there are two ways to measure strength. There's you versus you, and there's you versus others. You're either comparing yourself to your past self or comparing yourself to other people. The way I think about it, one is sort of like a latitude, the other is like a longitude, and where those two things meet is sort of your overall understanding of your own strength. I think this is worth talking about in part because I'm making that transition right now. Up till now, I've been primarily training for fun, just doing my own thing, and now I am training for a competition. And it does feel different. Before, I was more worried about being better than my past self and just lifting heavy ass weight and having a good time. And now, I want to win. If you're really into strength and being strong, then odds are at least a part of your self-worth is sort of dependent upon how strong you think you are, or at the very least, your progression in strength. So now that I'm sort of in competitive mode, I'm comparing myself to others primarily, and I am now in sort of a place where my self-worth, my strength, is being determined by things outside of me. Right now, when I look at my lifts, when I look at my strength, and I'm comparing to other people, I feel awesome. For the level I'm at, for what my body type is, I'm doing pretty good. It's almost like an overconfidence thing. It's like I totally forget that I am completely unproven. But now we sort of get back to mindset and how you're determining your own strength. So what if I go to this competition and there's someone there who just like, for whatever reason in the novice class, just totally wipes the floor with me. So that then affects my perception of my own strength relative to others, which then affects my own self-worth. And I think versions of this happen to everyone. You know, when something's important to you, you want to do a good job at it. This is why I think it's important to have a sense of where that feedback is coming from. Is it you versus you, or is it you versus other people? As I reflect on that, for me, I'm finding it better to sort of, as much as I can, stay in the me versus me category. Because now, it's all internal. And for me, it's kind of more fun, too. You're kind of more in the moment when you lift. You're just kind of hauling heavy weight around and just sort of back in that, like, oh, this is fun. Like, I'm having a good time. You're kind of enjoying the process. You're not just doing it to show off how much weight you can lift. So that is also fun. And it might be totally different for you. Maybe you're someone who really thrives in that sort of competitive mindset. And then by all means, like, stay in that mode of it's me versus these other competitors, and I'm gonna be the best. It all depends on the individual. There's no one right answer. Just like there's no one reason that we all are invested in our own strength to begin with. Like if I asked you, why do you care about being strong? I mean, if someone asked me that, I'd have to be like, okay, well, do you have like an hour for me to talk about this? Just something to think about. Couldn't hurt to do a little introspection around this, I think. But yeah, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong out there.